Hi, this is John from Bear Bull Traders, and I want to discuss my best and worst trade for 2 September 2021. I also want to talk a little bit about getting out of a trade based on your gut. If you could like this video, subscribe to the channel, or hit the alert bell, we do appreciate it. Let's take a look at what we did today. Alright, my worst trade was on NVIDIA. This was a high day break trade where the high day was 225.18. The volume at entry was about 4 million shares and the R vol was about 90%. Nice red to green move on NVIDIA. You can see the previous close is this black dotted line here. So it was started off green, went red, and came back up again. So it's sometimes a good sign. It can be a good stock to trade for a high day break. Not a big fan of the high day sitting above a $5 level, or any dollar level, but a $5 level is maybe a bit worse. So you can see it's 225.18. I'd rather we're at 225 exact or just below it. So I don't like when it's just above. So that's a ding on this trade. Also nervous that the Camarilla, the R3 Camarilla point was right by the high of day. It's at 225.60, and so it's below where we're looking to get in, but not by much at all. So we're effectively kind of trading into this, and that's another ding on this trade. And then I did like the strong punch up to the high of day, so almost even a bit extended. And I want to talk about kind of exiting on gut and why I did that here. So there's kind of this paradox of I'm looking for a strong punch to the high day, but almost not too good sometimes, if you know what I mean. Like, extension can be worrisome, especially this is not a catalytic stock by any means. This is just NVIDIA trading on a normal day, so it makes it maybe less likely that this is going to follow through. And just another thing on this trade, the SPY is not in my direction except for a single white candle on entry, so that's a little bit worrisome as well. Again, not a catalytic stock. We're trading almost half an hour after the open, so the behavior of the market can matter. And I took an entry at 225.25. And just got the smallest of moves. Look, you can see in this wick here, and then it pulled back probably from the pre-market high. I think it got a little bit shy of it there. That's this magenta dotted line here, and it dropped back below R3. I kind of started to piece together all the things I actually didn't really like about this trade. The fact that I wasn't trading it on some extension, and I just took a gut exit. I was in this for about a minute and got all out at 225.12, so not too bad of a loss. Yeah, just moved on to other things. My best trade was on Futu. This is before NVIDIA. This is a high day break trade where the high day was 110.80. Volume at entry is about 1.5 million shares, and the R vol was about 230. Futu, you may know, had a very strong day yesterday. I think it was up over 10%. I can't remember the exact amount. But in any case, it looked like it might set up for a good second day play, so I was definitely watching it. Again, a nice red to green move, kind of a similar opening to NVIDIA. Sell off and then came back green again. Lots of resistance above 110 yesterday. This was a very important level yesterday, 110. It made breaks of it, but it couldn't quite get away from 110. So even the high day of 110.80 is kind of interesting. It was still playing around, trying to break away from that level. Got an uptick in 1 minute volume, but we don't have like nice white stairs, stacking up, which we prefer to see. We just have this a little bit of a generalized area of uptick. It's not much to write home about. The SPY was against me, but I'm not as worried here as I am with NVIDIA for two reasons. One, it's earlier in the morning. It's about 9:49, 9:48, 9:49. So 19 minutes after the open. The closer we are to the open, the less I care about what the SPY is doing in terms of affecting the movement of my stock. But again, this is a second day play after a very strong day, so Futu is still catalytic as well. So the SPY is not as concerning, and you could kind of see it was starting to flatten a bit after this drop here, so it potentially is finding a bottom. Entered a bit low at 110.69. It felt okay doing that in this case because we had just broken out over this dotted green line, which was yesterday's high, and that potentially was the real breakout area. And so I was not worried getting in a bit low in this particular trade. I took 50% off near the $1 or near the $112 level. I actually got it exactly at 112, and oddly enough, the next partial was exactly at 113. That doesn't happen very often. So I took off at those $2 levels. What I should have done on this second one is waited to see if I could get R3. And I thought about it, and I decided not to be greedy and just take it off at what can be often be resistance, these dollar levels. So I took 50% off there. But look at this, the R3 is at 113.44 essentially. And do you know what the top of these two candles were? 113.44. Hit it exactly. So I wouldn't have gotten it quite with the spread, but I probably could have got a 113.30 instead of 113. And then took 50% off near the next dollar level at 114, which ended up being a good decision. And then I set my stop just a smidge below the pre-market high. And it came out and it stopped me out at 112.57. So captured some of those unrealized gains that I had left. So that was the best and worst for today. I hope you guys liked this video. If you want, drop a comment and we can talk about it. And otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.